Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Okay, so things are going well. We've got some nice little plans for the future, but I have realised in between videos there's some inefficiencies that I need to fix. First of all, you know what? We have a triple electric scrubber. Let's make sure that that thing is set to maximum. All the rest are set, so that's not a big deal there. Just minimise the maintenance required for a few more of those solar panels. And then over in our polymer factory, we have a scientist. Yes, no idea what they're doing over there. We're going to go ahead and reassign them back over to the research lab. Alright, so now that we've got that, I think that also means we have a free work spot. And there is one unemployed engineer. I think we go ahead and we make them work over there. Alright, that should be good. And I think that's about everything. Now we do have 2 homeless people, which isn't quite ideal. They are youths. Yeah, we are going to need to fix up some more housing in the long term. But for now, I think if we shuffle, say, our senior citizen to somewhere else, we should suffer slightly less penalties. Alright, so let's get that going. We need to get our satellite up and running. That seems to be going fairly well, so that should be no trouble. We're also trading for some more food. Not that we're particularly hurting, but we were getting a little bit low in our extra stores, so that would be good to have sorted. Let's see. I think we're doing pretty good. We do have... Oh, we are consuming a little bit of fuel. Right, okay, so how long have we got until you return? A day? Okay, and how quickly are we burning through fuel? That is a good question. So, produces 1 polymer from 1 fuel. Okay, and we also need some water. Well then, if that's the case, let's go ahead and make sure that we have a little bit of production. Now, our water is... Yep, still netting a gain, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and turn on this building. That should be... Yeah, that should be enough. I don't think our water is... yeah, I don't expect another disaster for a little while, so I'm not too concerned. We are still increasing, and that's all I care about. And I'm sure as we make our way through a couple of different crops, we may also... Yeah, go back to some slightly less water-intensive things over time.
Scan.
Alright, so sectors are scanning. Let's see, how are we doing? Not too bad. I suppose we may as well continue the expansion. Although, you know, let's just pause and think for a second. These ones are only the basic sensor tower boost. Yeah, so we're not gaining too much extra benefit. We already know what's on the top of these ones. In fact, we've already scavenged most of the metals. I'm wondering whether it's not necessarily the best interest to search and double up for these ones for the extra potential for anomalies. But maybe we go ahead and we search the tiles that we haven't. Try and make a little bit more progress there. We're more likely to find more anomalies and more materials on the surface. So maybe instead of... Okay, so you know what? Yeah, we'll take away any of them that do not get an extra bonus from the sensor towers. And then we're going to start building... Well, sorry, not start building, but start searching these alternate... sectors. Yeah, I think that should be a better idea. At least that way we can start to pick up a few more things. You know what? Yeah, that should be fine. We could potentially build a couple more sensor towers around. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we did this, but again, we're still trying to make sure that we have a solid supply of electronics. We are working our way through tech, and we will need to get some...
Research complete.
Some extra things. We're looking at, what is this? Yeah, here we are, the Hawking Institute. That's going to cost us a few electronics as well. Yeah, we'll need that for a few things. So you know what? Yeah, we'll hold off on the extra sensor towers for now. But I do think we should switch these two around. I think a Martian Institute of Science is far more beneficial than the research amplification, especially considering how much of a draw that is going to be on our science. After that, we still need our medicine. I think that's a good idea. And then let's go for... I think we should go for a breakthrough of rapid sleep. Yeah, I think this is a good way to make sure that everyone has more time in their day. Make sure that everyone gets through all of their services that they want. And gaining extra sanity when sleeping sounds fairly good. And then what else do we want? What else is relatively cheap and could be nice? I could go for the Spire bonuses. That would be good for a couple of our domes. We could also increase the drone capacity by 50%. Before they recharge, but again, I don't think we're really overloading our drones as it stands. Some basic comfort could be nice, or... oh, here we go. Colonists graduate faster from universities and sanitariums have higher chance to gain perks from... oh yeah, and have higher chance to gain perks from school. Yeah, you know what, that's probably not a bad thing for us. Let's get researching that. We have a couple of kids at school, so you know what, we'll make that more of a priority. Actually, you know what, no, we'll go for the rapid sleep, then we'll go for that. The medicine dome, that'll be good, we'll be able to put that in there. Alright, excellent. Let's see, anything else? Oh, we have one unemployed person here, hang on a second. An engineer. Oh, okay, so what have we got? We have two... no, we have no one in the water okay, hang on a second. Let's go ahead and... wait a second, let's just cancel that for a second. Do we have a specialist in here? What do we want? No restrictions. What kind of worker are they looking for? Are they meant to be engineers? Because if they're engineers, that's not the end of the world. We'll happily let them work there instead if we gain better efficiency. Alright, let's see if that kicks them out. No? Specialists are not... wait a second. Oh no, reject specialists. Oh, there we go. Okay, so never mind. That is what we wanted. Alright then, well I guess if engineers are what we need, I suppose we'll enjoy the better building performance while you're there. However, I do think it's probably wise to make sure that this thing is fully staffed at the moment, just to maintain our better numbers there. If we gain too many more, we'll just happily go ahead and shuffle some of them around. Some more engineers down over by the polymer factory could be nice. Same for... what else is there? Yeah, polymer factories, electronics factories. Yep, that's what we're focusing on, so that should be good. Alright, now we are losing a fair bit of power overnight, but that's not too surprising. Let's see. What are we spending a lot of power on overnight? Probably this fuel refinery. Yeah, 15 there. Stored power, how long does this last for? Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We have more than enough in our accumulators, but I think we do try and avoid any more solar panels out. Yeah, and so we can go for a few more wind turbines as we're expanding our power infrastructure. Also too, we could go ahead and bump up our fusion reactor as well. That'll be a good way for us to gain some more power. And I also think that there's a technology that we have in the future that's going to give us fewer workplaces but better efficiency from the building. But again, I believe that's a very pricey tech. Let's just double check. Yes, here we are. The auto-regulator. Yeah, reduces the amount of workers. 14,000 science is fairly extensive. And so I think it's better to, yeah, we'll do that later. Right now, as it stands, we still have enough, so I'm not too concerned. But worst comes to worst, we can always change things later. Alright, looks like we're unpacking some more food. That is excellent from our last trade there. Looks like only 9 hours until we have that high-speed satellite done, which will mean, yeah, an extra 400 science for the remaining of the game. That is very, very nice. Yeah, that'll speed things up quite well. And then I think we go ahead and we launch back to Earth, make some more money. That is probably the ideal. Realistically, if we are going to go ahead and open up this new medium dome, we should probably go ahead and bring back at least one moisture vaporator as well. Just make sure that we do have more than we need. And I think, in fact, yeah, we may even want two. Yeah, because if we're going to have these things running all the time, we're going to need the fuel for our polymer factories. If ever we get shuttles, we're going to need more water there as well. And obviously we're going to have more farming requirements over time. So, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. Alright, what have we got going on here? Looks like a high-speed comms satellite has been put up. The resulting speed at which data is now transferred makes everyone wonder how we got anything done before. Yes, that is particularly nice. I do know that feeling. I believe, what was it? Back in the day from the old dial-up internet, we were one of the, I don't know, probably some of the last people to move over to broadband. And good grief, the difference was truly astounding. So very nice. But either way, that's, yeah, not our problem anymore. And here comes that extra science. Yep, sponsor is now up to 600. That is brilliant. Research buildings, gaining 1,000 from those as well. That is particularly good. Yeah, this is going to cut down the amount of time that it takes for us to get our research done so very, very nicely. Also, too, before I forget, we should have checked our production. Looks like we're now producing almost 5 polymers per day, and that's without a couple of specialists. So that is, yeah, that is remarkably nice. That is very good. In fact, realistically, if we wanted to, we could even boost that further, but I think we'll stick with the tech for now. Those extra research points. But if we wanted to, we could open up another shift and start working that even further, which does sound rather nice. Alright, so here comes our shuttle. Let's land that down. Actually, you know what? Before we do set it off to go back to Earth for money, let's just double check that there aren't any planetary missions we want to sort out before we go again. Looks like new technologies, that could be nice, but again, I don't think that's super important. Unknown outcome. Yeah, many interesting things can get you killed. It does make me worry about the safety of our shuttle, so maybe we don't go for that one. Another breakthrough. Of a lost and secretive science mission. That breakthrough tech could be rather nice, but again, we're not... Unless it's absolutely crucial, I don't think we're really going to be, yeah, I don't think we necessarily need it to add to our list at the moment. I think we'll definitely try and get there before anyone else does. That is a certainty. But otherwise, I think I'm fairly happy with our technology. We've got a lot of the main things that we really need. I guess the only thing that we really need to research is maybe that moisture vaporators. But again, that's sort of a non-issue as it stands. So let's go ahead and allow some exports. Make sure that that gets all fueled up nicely. Rocket of Japan, you know what? Let's make you a low priority. Trading is all well and good, but again, not at the expense of our economy. Charging point 7. I feel like we have increased our power somewhere, and I'm trying to think of where that would have been.
Sector scanned.
Sector scan, yep, that's all good. Let's see, amplify, 25, production. I'm trying to figure out where we lost that extra power. I could have sworn that earlier we were making at least an extra decent chunk. Maybe we, it's not the fuel refinery. Oh, we've lost someone from our fusion reactor. Okay, that would explain things. Who did we lose? Or more or less, why did we lose someone? That's probably the more important question. Everyone's there. Did we gain an extra senior? Doesn't appear to be the way. Curious. Okay, well, I guess if that's the case, we're going to go ahead and take the... I guess we may as well take the officer and move them somewhere else. Oh, and here we go. We have another unemployed. An engineer. Right. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get you through training. Yeah, okay, so an engineer. We have one engineer too many. Alright, hang on a second. Let's look at you. What are your traits? Coward, Martian-born, melancholic, and survivor. Okay. Let's go ahead and... we probably need to give you a spot in a home, if anything. Let's go ahead and we'll assign you over to here. And then I guess we'll get you to work in the power plant. So... Oh no, maybe they've, yep, they've automatically taken up station there. Alright, and that, there it is, has fixed our power issues. Very nice. Caravel can be sent back to Earth. Let's go ahead and get that done. Return to Earth, make some money. And it looks like... Japan's really looking to trade food for metals. But as it stands, that's not really much of a requirement for us. Yeah, we have more than ample sufficiency. You know what? Let's see if we could trade for polymers. Yeah, see if we can build up our supply there. Alright, looks like no one's particularly looking for it right now, but that's all. Oh wait, no, India would trade 32. Yeah, you know what? Metals aren't exactly something that we're struggling with. Let's go ahead and we'll accept the trade offer. That seems good for me. In fact, you know what? That means we're going to have so many polymers coming on in. I think it's time to start building our dome. We'll leave it at a low priority. It's nice to have, but again, it is not super, super pressing. That being said, though, I think by the time... Yeah, once we go ahead and get the Caravel back to Earth, we pick up a couple of moisture vaporator prefabs. We'll shuffle them back over here. We'll expand this as well, and so the next time we go and send another set of exports, we might come back with even more people. That way we can start working with the fusion dome. Yeah, we'll make sure that we'll have plenty of power in that regard. That'll mean that we can keep everything up and running a little bit easier. Yeah, I think that that is going to be a good way about going for it. We can also then increase the number of scientists that we have. We won't need to get rid of our research labs. We will just be able to go ahead and make that happen. Yeah, I think that's a very solid plan. Alright, so let's see. Still losing plenty of power overnight, but again, that isn't the main issue. Yeah, I don't think our power accumulators are really struggling too much. So I'm happy to leave that be. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. We'll let you finish scanning with those extra boosts, and we'll keep going. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty terrible sector. Let's go ahead and do that other sector instead. Yeah. Alright, anything worth noting? Some metals. Oh yeah, we should also probably be making sure. RC Transport, what are you doing, little buddy? Yeah, not enough. Let's go ahead and... Let's scan over here. Let's pick up all of these. And then get them back to base. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe that's the next one of the techs that we go for. There is one here in our robotics, I believe, which gives us... not the rover command. No, maybe I missed it. There is a tech somewhere that basically lets our things zip around with AI. Means that we don't have to micromanage. I could have sworn that I found that previously. Oh, yep, there it is. RC Commander. Okay, so that's only 2,000. You know, that's not a bad quality of life. Yeah, automated mode for the RC Explorer and Transport. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and get this done just so we don't have to micromanage anything anymore. We don't have to worry about the sectors as they're getting scanned whether... or what do we call them? Anomalies are found. Yeah, I think we go ahead and we make this the next priority, just for a little bit of quality of life for me. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and deal with the Martian-born bonus techs in a bit. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and check in on our economy. It looks like we are still out producing on our electronics, fuel. Oh, machine parts are doing very nicely. And our polymers as well. Oh yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, making 2.7 more, or even close to 3.7 more, is going to be fantastic news for us. Yeah, that's very nice. Let's see, what's going on? Water reclamation building is not functioning. Alright, well, you know what? I don't think we really have to worry about too much. We're about to have another graduate, so that should probably be that sorted. Let's go ahead and get our cargo rocket sorted. We're going to go ahead and pick up those two. Yeah, so if we buy 2 of these, we can increase their capacity, so that'll be up to 3 water per day. Yeah, that seems good enough. And then we don't need another drone hub. We've already got another prefab of those. Oh, we do have the Stirling generators we could now open up. Yeah, that would get us some extra power. Yeah, you know what? That's a good thought. Alright, so I think that's all that will take. Unless there's something that we really, really want. No, I don't think we really need anything at this stage. We could pick up a couple of orbital probes for cheap and scan a little bit quicker. And you know what? I suppose we may as well. Let's go ahead and spend, I don't know, 200 million seems like a reasonable price. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we will launch those. And yeah, the next time they return, we'll come back with some more people for our medium dome. Yes, this is going to come along quite nicely. So let's see, concrete, we have plenty of that. That'll be there soon. Metals, again, we have that in excess. And same for our polymers. It looks like we have very well handled all of our situations, which is quite nice. Very nice indeed. So let's see. You know what, we do have 1 drone hub at the moment. Maybe we go ahead and we look at our prefab and potentially look at where we might use this. So the benefit is that we don't need to plug it anywhere in particular. I'm thinking... we want everything to be within storage. We could go ahead and do something like this. Just open up a little bit more. Actually, realistically, we could almost go ahead and... It's kind of hard to decide, but also reducing the overall workload could also be quite nice for our... for us as time goes by. You know what, let's just go ahead and we'll put one of these over... Yeah, I think it's important that we expand our infrastructure every time we use these. So let's go ahead and we'll pop this here. This way that can still handle with a whole stack of the needs. Let's get that, yeah. Let's get the big dome included. That should cover all of our deposits. That'll allow us some more to work on the, yeah, on the, what do we call it? On the rockets. Yeah, I think all in all, it's not a bad idea. So that's what we'll do. And then, yeah, worst comes to worst, we can always shuffle some of our drones around to other controllers and use them there. But I think that's not too bad. Alright, so just got to get that finished. Let's see, let's check in on our drones. Medium workload. Yeah, these guys seem to be the busiest. They're at a medium as well.
Scanned.
Yeah, I think that's fairly good. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep on scanning. Nothing of note. I know they'll tell me when we get an anomaly, but at the same time too, I'm eager for these things. So, oh well. Oh yes, and also too, now that we're building this dome, we can shuffle across our Martian University. That'll go in here for sure. We can put the school in there as well. We can build the, or at least I plan on building the sanatorium at some point. That would also be very nice. And we can even connect all of our domes once that is up and running. Yeah, that sounds very, very good. Alright, so, let's see. Oh, that'll also help with our homelessness too, because we can build a couple of apartments. Alright, so here we go. The Martian Institute of Science. The Hawking Institute is complete. Let's go ahead and add the Martian-born adaptability back to the bottom of the rung and see about this new university. So, we want dome services. No. Education. There we have it. Hawking Institute. So this will cost us 10 polymers, 15 electronics, and 30 concrete. 15 power is a decent amount, but again, it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Let's go ahead and put this on the outskirts of our dome. I like to think that giving the scientists a view at the horizon helps reinvigorate their ethos to their work. Yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. And then, yeah, we'll shuffle everybody across over there. We'll probably, again, maybe focus a couple of scientists over here as well. We'll swap out anyone who's working in the polymer factory or the fusion reactor over here, assuming that they're not already. Yeah, and we may even need to go ahead and build ourselves another set of apartments too. But again, that's, yeah, that is going to be easily fixed over time. Alright, so here we go. We now have our rocket ship. That should mean we have some drones. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go ahead and scan. Let's just start scanning some of these further away ones. Let's go with over here. One over here. Ooh. Yeah, another one here, and we'll just finish those off. I think that seems rather nice. Okay, so we've got some water, got that, but we did find that anomaly, and that's kind of what I was hunting for. Let's take our Explorer and check that out. That is going to be very, very nice.
Sector scanned.
Alrighty-o, so you know what? I reckon as this thing lands, we go ahead and, yeah, we have plenty of fuel. So we use our fuel. We go ahead and, yeah, we go ahead and make some more money and bring in some more people. So, let's go ahead and make sure we're using those prefabs though. Life support is crucial. Let's add one of them over to... Where do we want to place this one? Obviously, we want to be within range of the triboelectric scrubbers. So we could place it over here. That's not a bad spot. Although it is away from our network. Let's go... You know what? How about we hold off for just 2 seconds? Yeah, how about... actually, no. Before we do... We'll place one of them over here because there's nothing else around there. That's nice and easily connected into our little spot. Let's just double check. Yep, that covers over here. I would put that moisture vaporator right about there. So that should tie in fairly securely. Yeah, there we go. So we can go ahead and get that done. That will be within range of the... Let's just double check. Slightly paranoid about placing it in the wrong area and wasting the benefits. Oh, here we go. No, yes, there we go. Okay, so we can pop that one down there straight away. That will already tie into the network. Doesn't have any issue with others. Oh, renegades. Okay. But I think that should be fine. Looks like if the morale in a dome is too low, renegades will appear. Will have reduced work performance and cause trouble. Security station will suppress them. But to solve the problem, you have to take steps to increase morale. Okay, so have we got some morale issues? 58. That's not terrible, but it isn't green. But it's not red either. Same over here and over there. Okay, so I think this is a nice preemptive warning. I'm not too concerned about that. We'll get a security, security setup over here. Let's also go ahead and... Yeah, you know what? Let's make this dome a higher priority. Same with the rocket. Yeah, just a couple more of those will do. We still have plenty of RAM metals. Yeah, our electronics, as much as that is booming, it is still not consuming all of our materials. Yeah, okay. That is all well and good. Let's go and send them home. Oh, well, send the exports back to Earth. Alright. Toodaloo. And we'll enjoy the extra money. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is come back with this in the next one. It looks like we're making pretty good progress to finishing all of our new desired buildings, and that is going to be particularly nice. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.